Hello everyone. Good morning or good afternoon, whatever you are. Today I'm gonna be walking you through Vizzy. So most data tools fall into one of two camps. They're either too heavy, like Tableau, Power BI, weeks of setup, IT involvement, or they are too limited, like Excel default charts. There's nothing in the middle that you could actually work on and get the best out of the two things. So today I'm gonna be walking you through Vizzy Studio. I'm gonna be showing you how easy it is to use Vizzy and how cheap it is to create charts, reports out of Vizzy, whether it's heavy or something small like Excel. So we're gonna go ahead and upload our data. This is a sales demo data that I generated. I'm gonna be linking it in the description. And on the left here, as you can see, there are options to upload CSV or Excel or connect an API. And here you could add a calculated column. And these in this section here in the color theme, there are like 5 of the most used color palettes in colorpalette.com. That's why we picked up these. And here's all the listed charts here, and there's an option to build dashboard a story. For the story, I'm gonna create another playlist just specifically designed for this module here. And this specifically for the storyboard, where you could add text, image, divider, call out, and you could add a dark mode, and you could go to all projects that you're currently working on, or you could sign out. On the right here, you can see all the chart types, the pivot, whether it's like a table, pivot table, and a matrix, and this is for the storyboard as well. And here's where we uploaded the data. You could see like all the fields that we could work on based on the data that we uploaded. So let's just get started and pick the Vizzy sales demo, and let's just create a few charts. So in this, I'm gonna be picking the region and the x-axis, and I'm gonna pick only the revenue. There are aggregations that you could pick from. You could see this in Excel, but this is much easier, where you could add like a sum, average, count, minimum or maximum. And you could add like a reference line. This is like a Tableau thing, but it's much easier to add it here. Where, for instance, if you wanna flag all the amounts that are above $350,000 of revenue, you could do that, where you add this threshold here. And let me just add a green one here, and as you can see, it's added. Very easy to use. So that's the first thing I'm going to be adding. And here you can check the build dashboard. Let me remove this real quick. You could remove it from here. So that's the first one. You go back, we could what we could add next is just a few QPR cards, where we see the amounts, the units, and the revenue per region. So let's just start with this. And from data, let me pick this, and let me add units, just the sum of the units. Add that to the workspace. Let me add another one for the KPI card. In this case, let me just add the revenue. This is the total revenue here. Let me add that. And let me add one for the last one here. Let me just pick the last one here. Busy. This is the discount part. And this is the sum of discounts. Let me just take a look at the dashboard, how it looks like now. It's pretty simple, nothing too crazy. Let me just add a few more charts, just to show you how easy it is to create a chart and add it to Vizzy Studio or just create a complete dashboard. Let me add two more. In this case, let me try to pick something different in this case. Maybe like an area or something. And here, let me add a product. These are all the products. It's for the x-axis. And let me get the units. Analytics platform, as you can see, like all of them. And you can create revenue as well, but that's gonna be kind of scattered or biased because the revenue is much more than the units, so just keep it just the units. As you can see, the standard support is the most units. Let me just add it to the workspace. Let me see the dashboard how it looks like now. So in this case, we have 2 shorts and 3 KPI cards. Let me add just one more. Let me try to add a combo where we get the month, and this is a span of 6 months, and I'm gonna keep revenue and the units sold in this case, and let me just add it. Let me add a dashboard, and go back here, update. It seems like it's not really adding it to the final part, so so the last one that we could add is just the pivot table. This is, you could add it in Excel or Power BI. It's very easy to add, but it's much easier to add in Vizzy. So let me just add a region, then country, then let me just get the revenue. You could see like all the revenue per country and region, and you can just add it to the workspace. And you go to, let me just do the adjustment real quick so you could see how we edit the layout. You click on edit layout, then you pick the dimensions from here. So let me just pick this as half so we can stick them together, and let me keep this as maybe large and full from here, so it will give us everything. Let me add 2 more KPIs here. Just to have like a nice neat KPI cards along with the shorts here. We could go back and just add KPI from data, Vizzy Studio, units. Let me get an average. That's 1. Let me get one more for the KPI, data, and let me get the revenue minimum, actually like maximum. Let me add it. Let me see. So this, it looks very, very neat, beautiful visuals here, much better looking now. You could change the colors as you go. The good thing about Vizzy that you could export this to PowerPoint, PDF. Actually, for Google Slide, you would have to do a screenshot, then insert it as a picture in Google Slide, and that's it. You could pretty much export all of these beautiful visuals just in one complete PDF or PowerPoint. In this case, and then in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Story, where you can add pictures, videos to your visuals, which is pretty cool. That if you want to prepare a report that contains a lot of data, it'll be easier for you to present than it has everything in writing. So that's the first walkthrough for Visio. I'm going to be adding more and more as I go. Oh, thank you so much for watching.